As of the past few weeks, we've been getting a lot of information about NBA 2K23. But it's some information that we're not going to be able to see unless you're on the Twitter side of NBA 2K. As of lately, Mike Wang has been coming out and talking to people and responding to questions about NBA 2K23. And if you don't know who Mike Wang is a 2K gameplay director. So he's going to be the person that usually works on the game every year, makes the changes, makes the head changes of the game. But as a few days ago, Mike Wang dropped a tweet asking the community, do they want the dribble requirement to be higher when it comes to dribble packages like Curry, Trae Young, things like that. But as of him doing that, he ended up dropping a poll with this, and it ended up being 71% of people saying yes, raise the dribble requirement when it comes to getting those dribble moves. And with this being the verdict of the poll, as of being 92 ball control, there's the requirement to be able to get the Curry slide and be able to do Trae Young. You will have to make more of a smaller build. I would say anything that's under 6'4" has the ability to at least get a 92 ball control on their build. But as of the requirements for 2K22 for Trae Young dribble like packages, all you needed to have is at least an 80 ball control and be under 6'10". So you could be 6'9" and be able to have Trae Young behind the back as long as you had an 80 ball control. And it was about the same for the Curry slot. The Curry slot, all you needed was an 85 ball control and be under 6'10", and you will be able to use this dribble move with no problem. But some of you guys might not know this, but as of the actual requirements for 2K22, as of the dribbling, it was mostly based off of current gen just because of the pie charts. Not every build on current gen can be able to get those dribble moves, but they have the ability to get the dribble moves with that 95 to 99 rating. So as of that being said, that's why it's actually good that this has changed, because both games have the same build system. As of Mike Wang tweeting out one of his last tweets about the actual dribble requirement, he does recommend that you have at least an 86 ball control. Edge is going to unlock every dribble move in the game except the ones that's 90 and 92 ball control. So as you someone that's want to end up having a lot of dribble moves, I do prefer you at least try to go for that 85 ball control, 86 ball control range. But as you someone that's want those Kyrie and Trae Young, you might want to end up going 90, 92. But I want you to take some time and look at this build I'm about to show you. This is mostly going to be a build that's a reference build when it comes to actually playing 2K22 to 2K23. As someone that wants to almost have everything in the game, this is what it's going to similarly look like when it comes to playing NBA 2K23. As you're not going to have a super high three-pointer at 99, you're still going to have a 90, 91, but as of the ball control, I have a 92, and this is with a 6'7" wingspan. A 6'7" wingspan. So just imagine if I lowered my wingspan to all the way to 6'2", I have maybe a 95 or a 96 ball control on this build. But as you're looking at right now, if 2K23 came out right now and I can make this the same exact build, I will still be able to get those elite dribble moves with the Trae Young, the Curry, all those. But if the NBA 2K23 My Player Builder is somewhat similar to the 22, but it just tweaked a little, this build is going to be insane on that game. And now it makes sense why Mike Wang ended up asking if he wanted to change the requirement and make it higher. Since the requirement for speed with ball, you need a 92 speed with ball to get Hall of Fame quick first step, that actually correlates on what is going to actually work with the game. Now instead of it being 4 dribble requirements, now it's a total of 6. As you have that 70 ball control, a 75, a 80, a 85, a 90, and a 92, that's going to be the dribble requirements based on what build you make or how tall you make it. That's going to be the actual dribble requirements of NBA 2K23. But with Mike Wang dropping that information, he dropped a bombshell on Twitter about the actual quick drop situation. As y'all guys know, quick drops off one of the most broken dunk packages in the game and one of the most unblockable dunk packages in the game. But look, as him dropping news, he ended up saying that the requirement for quick drops off one is now a 80 driving dunk. As it being an 80 driving dunk, you will also need a 60 vertical for quick drops off one. And this is a big difference just because you have to use more attributes on your driving dunk now and more on your vertical just to unlock this dunk package. When you only had to upgrade a 65 driving dunk and a 35 vertical when they try to unlock this actual dunk package. And now since it's an 80 driving dunk to get quick drops off one, you also get straight arm tomahawks as well. This is one of those 2 dunk packages that I like the most. Straight arm tomahawks is one of the best dunk packages in the game since years. I can say since like 2K17, 2K16, the straight arm tomahawk is one of the best dunk packages in the game, especially if you want to do a little flash here and there. But as the quick drops, it's literally unblockable. But as of NBA 2K23, it might be able to get blockable just because the dunk rating. You gotta have a certain dunk rating not to get blocked as much. And quick drops, it only has an 80. An 80 is blockable, but it also can get the job done when it's needed. But Mike Wang also dropped the actual requirements when it comes to getting contact dunks this year. And as of the requirements, they've been updated slightly. Like, it's nothing really crazy. It's just a slight different boost just on certain actual the contact dunk animations. But for pro contact dunks for off ones, you need to at least have an 84 driving dunk and a 75 vertical. Then for pro contact dunks off two, you need to at least have an 84 driving dunk and a 70 vertical. And with this dunk package, you can use it on any height of build. So as long as the build get an 84 driving dunk and it has a 70 and 75 actual vertical, you can use this on any build that you want. But now here goes the slight change. As of elite contact dunks, if you got elite contact dunks off one, you will have to have a 92 driving dunk. Of course, we know this. But now it's not an 80 vertical. You have to have an 82 vertical to get elite contact dunks off one to be available to actually be used. But unlocking elite contact dunks off two, you will have to have a 92 driving dunk with an 80 vertical. And with having these dunk packages, there's no height requirement. Like, you can use this on any build. As long as the build gets a 92 driving dunk, it should be a 7-footer, a 6'5", a 6-footer, a 5'11". As long as the build can get a 92 driving dunk, you can use it. But as with small contact dunks, you have to have an 86 driving dunk, an 85 vertical, but you have to be under 6'5". As of being all the way from 5'7" all the way to 6'4", these are the only actual heights that you can use with small contact dunks. But when it comes to the actual bigs contact dunk, like the big man, their contact dunks are exactly the same as it was in 2K22. All you need is a standing dunk of an 80 for pro and a 65 vertical and be at least 6'10". So you gotta be at least 6'10" all the way to 7'3" to even be able to use these dunk actual animations to get standing contacts. But if you're someone that wanna get the elite contacts with the standing bigs, you're gonna end up having to be 6'10". You're gonna have to have an actual 90 standing dunk with a 75 vertical to be able to get these actual contact dunks as a big man. But this last piece of information I'm gonna give y'all boys, this is gonna be something that you need to actually listen to and actually pay attention. And when I pop this up on the screen, you might have to lock in when I talk about everything I'm talking about, because this has to do with shooting on NBA 2K23. As some of you guys might already know that as of being at a certain height, you couldn't get certain releases or certain bases on certain builds. So say if you was like 6'10", 7 foot, you couldn't get a certain base or a certain release on a build, or it made it actually slower when you ended up shooting with that actual release. So now on NBA 2K23, there are attribute and rating requirements when it comes to getting signature jump shots. That comes with bases and releases. So let's say if you was going to end up using Stephen Curry release or his base, you need at least to have a 96 3-pointer or mid-range to even have the ability to use that. But now, even if you have that rating, you have to be at least under 6'5". So you could be all the way to 5'7" to 6'4" to be able to unlock this actual jump shot rating. So there's going to be two possible ways that you're going to be able to get this: the rating and the height. And if you're someone that's going to be using like Ray Allen or something like that, as he's going to be a swing only jump shot, you're going to at least need like around a 91 3-pointer, but also you're going to have to be at least 6'5" all the way to like 6'9" to be able to unlock that jump shot as well. But with Mike Wang giving us actual information early, this does help a lot of you guys that's going to end up using maybe like a Rudy Gay release. Now you maybe have to know that he's going to have an 80 3-pointer or an 80 mid-range, but also you have to be at least 6'5" all the way to 6'9" to be able to use it, because he's a swing, he's a small forward, and Rudy Gay height is around like 6'8" or 6'9", so that's right in between the actual swing height requirement. But as of the bigs, like I told y'all boys earlier, you got to be 6'10" and up. 6'10" and up. When it comes for the contact dunks and be able to get certain releases, you got to be 6'10" and up to end up getting those releases. So if you got a nice little release as a center and they got a nice, you know what I'm saying, the guards can't get it. It's only going to be able to be only used for centers, and swings are only going to be used for swings, and guards are only going to be used for guards. That's going to actually dictate how you're going to end up building your build in NBA 2K23 too. But another thing on that chart, he also showed us about the timing impact and also about the defense immunity. So as it says, an A or A+ for the defense immunity, in the meaning of that, that means you're going to have a higher chance to hit that more contested shot if you use that base or release on this certain NBA player's release or jumper. So what you have in that, as a Kyrie Irving, he has a A+ timing impact and an A+ defense immunity. So that means he's not going to be expected as somebody who has like a B+ or B like Tracy McGrady. So it's not going to be as mostly contested versus somebody who has a B or B+. And also with the same rating, it's going to be a 96 for Kyrie, and it's going to be like an 80 something for when it comes to Tracy McGrady. But I'm going to tell y'all boys this now. Y'all might want to take some time when it comes to making y'all build in 2K23. Like, take your time actually making your build, because those requirements, they can really mess you over if you don't actually pay attention to them. But look, make sure y'all boys actually drop a like on the video, subscribe, click on these two videos right here. Hey, we was going crazy in this one at the top, and then the one at the bottom, oh man, they couldn't mess with me in the one at the bottom. That's all I got to say.